Tibbs here with Dirt Race Life. I have been busy getting the car ready for the new season. Starts next week. We're going to do something different this year. Let's check it out. This is the body for my car. Dominator Race products. This is the composite panels right here. Still wrapped up. This is the way that they shipped them to me and everything. This episode here, let's figure out how to get this here. Let's get busy. Figure I better cut this thing open out here. I don't know how much tension this is under, but I bet it's under quite a bit. Yeah, this could be sketchy. Let's see. Oh Lord, oh, it's going. Hello. Man, that's been rolled up for about a month. And I mean, it went flat. All right, so what I ordered 2 short sheets. That's for the rear quarters. And then I got 2 long sheets for the full sides. And let's get busy. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll do the long sides first. I kept my old ones as patterns, so we're gonna get them cut out right quick. So let's go do that. All right, so let's get to the driver's side first. Okay, one thing I see right off the bat, it's the lengths you can get these in is a little bit shorter than what I cut my door panel. Yep, so that's the front, where the front fender well is right here. I really need to match this because I've got a front fender that I'm going to use from last year, and those holes, I've got to make sure I'm right there. I can move my rear joint. See, I'm off of it just a little bit, but that's okay. I can rework that with my rear quarter panel piece. I think it's a lot longer. So, but that's black and got a black marker. I think I actually need to do this on the back side, mark it out where I can get it cut. Okay, right here like this. All right, that wasn't hard. Be a little bit harder if you was doing a first-time body mount, where you didn't have patterns go by. But I mean, it'd be the same as aluminum, right? Wouldn't be any different. Just cut it and leave it long, hang it on the car, and then start trimming. I'm gonna have to kind of do that on that rear because we'll be reshaping that corner there. But I can do that. Okay. Alright guys, y'all get out of the way for a minute. Now, I wonder how this stuff cuts. Well, let's see. My shears here. Let's see. See how it cuts with a pair of scissors here. Oh yeah, it's not bad. It just, yeah. And then, golly, that's pretty tough, y'all. few in here to hold it in place for a minute. See how this works. need to go find my Clicos. I got a set of Clicos around here somewhere. I'm gonna have to stop and go find them because I'm gonna have to use them. I could have stood to drill these holes out a little bit bigger too. Okay, let's go find the Clicos, Jason. One thing's obvious to me. I'm definitely gonna need to shape this. So I'm gonna take and probably go ahead and cut my pieces and everything, and like make sure I got everything cut and mocked up and all that, and then turn around and start making my body braces. I'm gonna put a center body brace through here and like push that out. It's definitely gonna have to be shaped. It's not gonna like hang flat. We'll have to make it like be a shape, so that's fine. We'll do that. That's all I see so far. Well, I found my Clicos, so that's the good news. Makes that a lot easier. Let's see if I can. I left that long hanging out there so we can figure it out. Hold it up there, babe. All right. A couple of these on. It sure is easier when you're just cutting it from the other piece. Those pieces aren't tore up. I'm going to save them jokers. Use them for patterns. All right. Come back to about right. I can do a radius about like that right there. Yep. But it's okay. Yeah, wipe it off. I've had my hands all over it. Might have some oils or something on it, you know. Yeah, I get the impression that maybe, I don't know. I talked to one of the guys at Dominator about the vinyl wrap or whatever, and he's like, oh yeah, the vinyl stick fine. And but then I talked to my guy at Extreme Concepts who's done the wraps, and he's like, I don't know, none of my guys has done it yet, so I guess I'm a guinea pig.
I mean, as long as this stuff doesn't have some sort of like protective coating on it, you know what I mean?
And they say no, they say it's good to go. I asked about that, and they're like, nope, it's good to go. Which I mean, I can see my fingerprints all over it, so like, yeah, get the oils off your hands off of it, but you know.
That's like some of these bumpers and stuff that are made. They come out of that injection mold with almost like a silicone oily substance.
Right, from the injection mold dye, right.
Like even our bumpers at work, we have to really clean that stuff because if not, the paint or nothing. Even
That'll
though it's
stick,
stuff,
yeah.
the heat gets underneath it and it becomes a release agent.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, all that time wasted.
Mm-hmm. All right, what we got here? All right. Here we go. Well, yep. Change the design a little bit. Oh yeah. That looks straight. It looks straight. Which side is which? All right, which side is that it?
I believe this will be.
No, that's the other one. Go across the car. Up, up, up. This is the one we want right here. Yep, that's it. Come around here and we'll lay it over the top. And yada, yada, yada. All that.
I see how they make that one little piece.
Great big vinyl printer.
That's probably the size
Big
of
as
this.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
How far back is it gonna go? About right here?
Yeah.
In here somewhere?
Yeah. That way we got plenty of surface for it to,
Yep.
you know, hold on to.
I got you.
Just do what we did the last one.
Yeah. Okay.
Which hopefully it works out as good as it did.
I'm not spray that down before we go over it.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All right, I'm start pressing down.
I got it. I think you're still on the paper.
No, paper gun's right here.
All right. Hang on, let me get up here. Move it just a little towards you. It's not centered on the table. Well, that's good.
Okay.
All right, dude, I got it. Cool. Okay. Warm it up. Right in here. Right in here. There you go. Come on.
May have to make a little bit more pie cuts.
Yeah! That or move my fingers when you're up there with that heat gun with it too, right? Well, this part seemed to turn out pretty good. Got both sides done, wrapped. And I was able to wrap the vinyl over the back of it. And when we had to use heat, kind of get it to stick to that back side. That back side is like a matte. It's not like a real slick finish on the inside. But when we put the heat gun on it, it just sucked right down to it. So, seems to work good. I am going to put the brace in now. Let's see if I can get this knocked out. Gotta get the... Well, shoot. Oh! Put the brace in here, and then I'm going to put this skirt on, and then we put it back on. Go. Oh, yeah. I think that's right. Right down through there. Stand up there and bolt this all together. Yep. I've learned something. Leave yourself a little gap. If you put a skirt under your body right here, leave yourself a 1/4 inch right there. Don't push it all the way up. Didn't know better. I had it all the way up tight because I haven't run skirts before the last couple of years. I had it all the way up tight. What happens is you build dirt up in behind here, and then you're washing your car. and you've got that joint tight and you can't get it washed out. You'll always end up with this mud line and you can never get it completely clean. So I've learned, if you leave a little gap right here when you're washing the car and everything, it lets it be able to get washed out and get the dirt out. So learn that one the hard way, y'all. Ryan says we may get rained out Saturday.
Oh, yeah?
He says it's not looking good, but I'm staying optimistic. We gonna make it. At least we gonna get ready and assume we gonna make it. I'll put it that way. We gonna assume the races is gonna make Saturday. If they don't, it won't be because I doomsayed it.
Today,
Yeah?
it's 45 or 55% chance
Right.
Saturday, but it's like at 10:30 that night for Atwood.
So it's gonna be all about when do our classes run?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we gonna get our
Because
classes done
it
before the
showed
rain
up.
sets in? Yeah.
It showed, of course, I was at Alamo, so it showed that. It was about 9 something.
Right.
And I thought, well, wait, let me put in Atwood. And when I pulled it up and run the little thing, it showed about 10:30.
I got you. Well,
So it could possibly
we're
be,
still a couple of days away, so.
it could be possibly that one race is over, like yours, and then a lot of times they do Rachel's at the end.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because she's planning on going. We're going to run the Honda. And anyway, well, we'll see. That right there. That right there. And that right there. That on there. Okay. All right, so here it is. You know, I mean, I don't know. You know, it's like I've never run it before. I really see where that, like, it could stand up to a lot of deflection and come right back to its original shape. Now, the question for me is, you know, like running in street stocks, I wonder how well it does as far as, like, say, fender rubs. Like, if it gives a little bit easier when a tire gets up against it, does the vinyl smear off, like, the same way? Does it perform a little better? I wonder about that. Another thing, like we look at this race season, we'll find out together. I wonder how well it does on, like, you know how I wrap that vinyl around the edges? And it's got like a textured backside, and it seemed like the adhesive on my vinyl just really gripped into that. Well, as the washing it with a pressure washer and the dirt, you know, on that inside edge, I wonder, is it going to want to peel that off, or is that going to stay adhered? So we'll find out about that. I think it's going to adhere very well to that. It seemed like once I figured out putting a heat gun on it and it's shrinking it down into it, it seemed like it really grabbed it really tight. So I think that's going to be better than aluminum on that part. I'll tell you one thing that's jumping out at me for sure. I really think it's important probably to run a kit with some type of a spring brace. Like Dominator, I know they make a whole kit, and money's money, guys. I couldn't afford to buy all that as well. But like they make a kit that's got these spring pieces that will give. Because here's my thing. I know for me, like a lot of times with aluminum bodies, I would have like a piece of aluminum that I'd use for a brace. Okay, well with this composite material right here, if you had a rigid brace and then you push, is that going to create some type of a fracture line that could break it, whereas maybe your aluminum would bend around that and then you could beat it back out. So there may be a difference there. We'll just find out this year as we go through the season. But overall, yeah, stay tuned. And as we race it, we'll see how it does. I'll see y'all next time.